Good morning, good afternoon, good day VC. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Here we are in the middle of summer and I'm showing you 10 of my, I'm not going to say my favorites, but 10 Salsa and Latin records. Just something a bit different. I did a 10 kind of punk and post-punk ones in wintertime and that went really well. So I thought it'd be cool just to pull out these records and show them all together. I don't think I've ever done that. Usually they've appeared in my kind of like vinyl finds videos, but since the sun's out, since I think there's a world vinyl tag going around at the moment, I thought I'd do something a little bit more focused. I'm not a big fan of vinyl tags. I don't think I've ever done one. I won't go into the reasons why, but yeah, I just thought it'd be cool to kind of honor this music a bit more and do a bit more of a focused 10 records. So first of all, this is what's in the background here. Not in my 10 list, but just one to chuck on in the background. I bought this a long time ago, really cheaply, without really knowing what it was. Just because I love the cover, and it's, yeah, I love it. It's stuck with me for a long time. This is Eddie Palmieri, the son of Latin music. This came out on the Coco Records label in 1974. Anyway, fantastic stuff. So, what I'll say is I've kind of just picked 10 that I really like. These are all sort of, yeah, pre-2000s, I think, all of them, but we'll start off all the way back in 1969, and I'll show this record here. Pronunciations, I really do apologize on, but I'll try my best. Willie Colon with Hector LaVoe on vocals here, on the Fania Records label. Hector LaVoe has seen a bit of a resurgence. I think last year somebody did a whole bunch of reissues of stuff that he's been on, which I'm yet to check out. But yeah, this is a classic salsa record. It was named #1 in the 50 salsa records of all time by, of all people, Rolling Stone. So read into that kind of what you will. Interesting fact though. Yeah, on Fania from 1969. Just really good, really classic, swinging rhythms, grooves. It's got, you know, bits of mambo, even sounds a bit like calypso in here. I love that cover. Yeah, just would be a really, really cool starting point. Yeah, very, very happy to have that one. I'll jump forward almost 9 years and show this record here. Again, Willie Colon, but with the legendary Ruben Blades. Also on Fania from 1978. Now, you know, that obviously in the 70s in America there was a massive explosion of Latin sounds mixed with funk sounds and disco, and kind of this was released at the peak of that time. There's definitely some almost disco-y and funk elements brought into this one. You know, these two people were seen as legends at the time, and this is just an iconic collaboration between the two of them. Yeah, Siembra. This copy has what looks like nail polish all over it. So I like to think that somebody maybe was listening to this before a night out somewhere back in the late 70s and accidentally spilt their nail polish all over it. Yeah, I'll let the audio clip do the talking, so to speak, because it's a really, really wonderful record. Alright, I thought I'd kind of show something, try and keep it a bit diverse so they're not all in a similar vein. This is one that would be a, essential record to have. If I had to pare my record collection down to a top 40 or top 50, this would be in here. The aforementioned Eddie Palmieri with Harlem River Drive from 1971. Eddie Palmieri is a amazing piano player. His parents are from Puerto Rico, but I think he grew up in America mainly. And there's definitely a mix of Latin musicians and American musicians on here. Interestingly, this is sang, I think the majority of it is in English, at least all the main tracks are in English, but it's just funky as hell, mixed with Latin sounds. I love this record. On the Roulette label, which a lot of you will know if you're into your soul music. This is some kind of reissue. I think you're paying, triple, quadruple digits kind of for a proper copy. Anyway, check out the track Idle Hands. This one is kind of a bit of a weird one. It's not spoken about a lot, but I really like this record here. This is Coke, self-titled album on Sound Triangle from 1972. So, interestingly, this is actually from Miami. It's a cross between Miami and Florida. Yes, so from Miami and Florida. It's a very, very mixed bag of an album. There's kind of like traditional Latin rock, Santana type songs, funk songs, Afro-Cuban, bits of salsa. There's some really, really great songs and some okay songs, but it really kind of hits across a lot of different types of Central American music, I guess. This is some kind of weird reissue of it. I think it should be okay to get an original. I'm not sure if I would do, but I do really like this. It's very catchy. I often have the track Bang Bang in my head. But yeah, check it out. Definitely kind of has more of a Latin rock sound to some of the tracks, I would say. Very interesting. This next record is one of my favorite Latin records because it's kind of very unusual. It's called La Gigantona, and it's from Nicaragua. This is Alfonso Lovo on the wonderful Numero group. This is a compilation of things from 1971. It's very hard to describe what this is, but it's Latin jazz influence with synthesizers, bits of funk. Just really, really cool, really interesting. Again, I might just have to let the music do the talking. I love this record. I think it's absolutely fantastic. should say I have a DJ set playing at a bar next week, and I was just thinking I might actually just take these records and do a little set with that. Now I think about it, since I've pulled them out already, that just popped into my head right now. Yeah, I'll be able to play that. I can get away with that. This is one that I finally picked up the reissue of last year. There's the obis. I hate these. They do my head in. I don't know what to do with them. I can't quite throw them away. I hate putting them on the front. And I just fold them up and they end up doing that and kind of just falling out. Anyway, this was a record that Fred switched me onto when the first reissue came out in like 2012, something like that. This is originally though from 1977 from Cuba, Grupo Los Yoyi, and the album's just called Yoyi, sorry, not Yo-Yo. But yeah, this is killer. I think a lot of people really like this. It's like Afro-Caribbean rhythms with like synthesizers, cool horn solos, like really cool synthesizer stuff. It's very varied, and there's some really, really killer jams on this. Really fantastic and really interesting. Yeah, I mean, look at that cover too. Trying to keep my descriptions kind of short and a bit brief because I find that putting the audio in kind of does a lot more work rather than me kind of repeating myself. But yeah, this is another one that is absolutely fantastic. It's Latin, but it definitely more has a garage rock pop sound to it. Like there's bits of Latin in it, but it's kind of, yeah, it's a really unusual one. Ghetto Brothers were actually a Puerto Rican street gang that were in the Bronx, but they made a deal with Mary Lou Records, which I think was, someone else will know the story, but affiliated with Mary Lou Williams. But the Ghetto Brothers made this fantastic record here, just a self-titled record, in 1972 on the label was originally called Salsa Records. But yeah, this is called Fuerza. Absolutely killer, so fun, such a groovy, fun record. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try and be a bit more diverse with this and move into kind of a more of a jazz vein. This is Bobby Paunetto's Point. This is definitely, I would say, jazz first with a Latin influence on it. Bobby Paunetto is a vibraphone player from the Bronx, but yeah, this is a really, really cool fusion of jazz and Latin sounds. Really, really great playing. Yeah, really beautiful. This is another kind of reissue. I think originals are quite hard to find. This could do with a really nice proper reissue. I think would do really well. But yeah, Paunetto's Point, fantastic on Pathfinder. I tried to keep some of the big names out of this, like Buena Vista Social Club, for example, but this did sneak into the list. Again, only one I discovered in the last 3 or 4 years. This is Orlando Cachaito Lopez, the bass player from Buena Vista Shows Through Club. This is his solo album that came out in 2001, so we're jumping forward in time a bit here. And this is kind of a really underrated gem. I think this is really, really fantastic. This is another one that Fred switched me on to a long time ago. But yeah, it kind of runs the gauntlet of a whole bunch of Cuban styles. But there's also kind of like some dubby reggae effects into it. There's a hip hop track. The whole thing just works really well. I think this is an absolutely beautiful record on the World Circuit label. Also guests Ibrahim Ferrer and Hugh Masekela on there. But yeah, I think this is a really, really wonderful record. And I play it quite a lot. But yeah, check this out. It should be really easy to get. Cachaito. Okay, so how to end this? I thought I would show this one because I just pulled it out randomly a few weeks ago, and it kind of planted the seed to make this video. Is this thing here? I'm smiling when I see it because I remember hearing this years ago at Campo's house, and this was his old copy that he gave to me. This is Nuyorican Soul by Masters at Work. This is the original pressing from 1996 on Talkin' Loud. So many absolutely killer tracks on here. I Am the Black God of the Sun, Nautilus, Runaway. But yeah, this is like, it's quite hard to explain what this is, but I mean, as you can see by the artwork here, it's kind of bringing back some of the legends into a more of a modern context. You've got Tito Puente, Eddie Palmieri, all kind of guesting on here. Yeah, it kind of just seems to capture a time in the late 90s in New York, bringing together and bringing back Latin music into a dance floor environment, I guess you would say. Yeah, absolutely killer though. It's produced amazingly. It sounds absolutely beautiful. Yeah, there's some great tracks on here, and I love this artwork. I think it's so fantastic. I'm really not doing this justice, but please investigate it yourself. Yeah, a true favorite of mine. Thank you all for watching. I hope I didn't rush through that too quickly. Yeah, I might do another video of South American music. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're all staying warm in the Northern Hemisphere. I'll see you all soon. Thank you.